let's try something different. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie, and today I'm here to do my April TBR video, and I'm so excited. So if you didn't know this, or if you're not already a night owl, my best friend Gwen has a Patreon where she does a lot of like monthly events, and we're doing a book of the month clear out. So I'm very excited for that. So I'm wanting to get some book of the month picks off my TBR. Oh my gosh, I just realized book of the month has not dropped the April picks. So I guess those are not going to count for this challenge, but basically I'm trying to get all of the unread book of the month picks off my shelf and read them, unhaul them, give them away, whatever I plan on doing. But also I have a lot of NetGalley arcs I need to get to, so I'm planning on doing like book of the month, NetGalley, and then also some books I need to read. So let me go ahead and start with the books I need to read first, and then we'll move on to the other fun stuff. Alright, so the first book that I will definitely be getting to is Murder Road by Simone St. James. This is the Sleep When I'm Dead book club pick for the month of April. And my co-hosts are going to be Zoe from Zoe Delaney and Summer from Seasons Readings. And I will have the date on the screen of when the live show is. But we're going to be reading Murder Road by Simone St. James. I have always enjoyed Simone St. James. I'm still waiting for that 5-star read, but I'm very excited to read this one. And fun fact, Simone St. James was actually my first Sleep When I'm Dead book club pick. We actually read The Broken Girls about, what, 4 years ago? So yeah, very excited to get to this one. This one sounds so good. It says a young couple find themselves haunted by a string of gruesome murders committed along an old deserted road in this terrifying novel by Simone St. James. So this takes place in 1995. April and Eddie have taken the wrong turn. They're trying to get to their honeymoon. They spot a hitchhiker who seems to need some help. As soon as they get the hitchhiker into their car, they realize that she's like seeping blood out of her jacket, and then there's this huge truck that's trying to get after them. They take the hitchhiker to the hospital where they later die, and they are the only people that seem to be suspects. So I'm very excited. Also, she has a little bit of a paranormal element to her book, so I'm very excited to read this one for something a little different. So yeah, if you would like to join the live discussion with me, Zoe, and Summer, make sure you check out Discord down below so you can leave your live show questions. You can chat with us throughout the month. We're very excited to read this one. The next book that I want to read is Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera, and this is actually going to be my Paw Print Pals buddy read for the month. If you didn't know, I launched YouTube memberships last month in the month of March, and I decided to do like a buddy read. There's not going to be a live discussion or anything like that. We're just going to be chatting throughout the month about this book. Some people have already started mentioning my Paw Print Pals. Let's go ahead and give a shout out to two of my Paw Print Pals right now. So the two Paw Print Pal shout outs in this video are going to be Stacy Martinez and Jordan Patton. Thank you so much for your love and support and becoming a Paw Print Pal. If you would like to join the Paw Print Pals, make sure you hit that join button so you can get early access to all my videos, exclusive Sleep When I'm Dead content, daily updates, and things like that. And you can buddy read with us for Listen for the Lie. So Listen for the Lie, I have no idea what this book is about. I just know a lot of people are talking about it, and it has like podcast elements. So it says, what if you thought you murdered your best friend and everyone else thinks you did too? What if the truth doesn't matter? Lucy and Savvy were the golden girls of their small Texas town. Pretty smart and inevitable. Lucy married a dream guy with a big ring and an even bigger new home. Savvy is the social butterfly loved by all, and if you believe the rumors, especially popular with the men in town. But after Lucy is found wandering the streets covered in her best friend Savvy's blood, everyone thinks she is the murderer. It's been years since that horrible night, a night Lucy can't remember anything about, and she has since moved to LA to start a new life. But now the huge hit true crime podcast Listen for the Lie and its two good-looking hosts Ben Owens have decided to investigate Savvy's murder for the show's second season. Lucy is forced to return to the place she vowed she'd never set foot in again to solve her friend's murder, even if she's the one who did it. The truth is out there if we just listen. Ooh, this sounds so freaking good. I forgot what this one was about. So definitely excited to read this one with my Paw Print Pals. And these are both book of the month copies, so I'm actually killing two birds with one stone by getting these off my shelf. All right, the third book that I definitely need to get to is actually going to be part of my yearly TBR video that Justin helped me with. It was in my January TBR, but basically Justin picked 12 books off my unread shelves and I wrapped them up, he labeled them. I have no idea what I'm going to be reading this month, but let's see what he picked for me. So here it is, marked April. Let's see what he picked for me. Ooh, okay. So this is one I picked up at the book exchange when I visited Gwen last time. It's The Surgeon by Leslie Wolfe. This one I think is going to be really interesting. This one just says, I have never lost a patient until today. Before my world came crashing down, I had it all. The successful career I dreamed of, the beautiful red brick home where I could relax in front of the fire, the handsome, devoted husband whose blue eyes and charming smile always made me feel safe. As I call the time of death, my voice is steady. My colleagues stand hushed around me, their eyes on me, confused and concerned. My hands tremble inside their gloves. I slide down the cold tiled wall, my heart racing in my chest. But what choice did I have once I recognized him? What will I do to protect myself if someone learns the truth? So, medical thriller sounds interesting and different, and it looks like it's going to be a super short read. I've also never read anything else by this author, so let me know if you have in the comments. Then the last book I would like to get to was actually a book that I never got to on the Bows and Books readathon, which I did a whole reading vlog on, but I feel like this book was just too perfect not to read in April, and if you know, you know, but I'm going to be reading The Partner Plot by Christina Forrest. This one just seems really perfect for something that's happening. This says two former high school sweethearts get a second chance in the marriage of convenience romance by Christina Forrest. So yeah, I think it's about second chance, friends to lovers, accidentally getting married in Vegas. What else could I ask for? So this is like my freebie, has nothing to do with like videos or anything like that, so I'm excited to read this one. Now that we have all of the need to read / want to read off, I'm going to go over my book of the month books. So I currently have 7 on here, and I'm actually going to go ahead and unhaul 2 of them. The first one is Killers of a Certain Age by Deanna Raybourn. This one I was very interested in because when it first came out it was getting a lot of hype, but as it's been sitting on my shelf, I'm no longer interested in it. But if I become interested in it in the future, I can always borrow it from my library or repurchase. So unfortunately this is getting off my TBR. Next book that I have that I'm unhauling is The Fury by Alex Michaelides, and this may become kind of a controversial thing because I know there's some people who love this, but I've heard nothing but negative reviews about this one, and I've tried to read it and I just haven't been jiving with the writing style, so unfortunately it's going. So that leaves 5 book of the month picks. Again, I don't know what the April picks are. Those are not going to be included in this challenge, but if I get to them, that's great. If I don't, oh well. So the first one that I want to talk about is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. This is my friend Gwen's favorite book of all time now, and she has just been screaming about this one. I've been told to like go into this one like kind of not knowing anything, not really having expectations of like what this book is about. It's not really a happy story, but that's fine. I definitely want to read this one, and I'm determined to read this one this month. I already have a hold at the library for the audiobook, so I'm just waiting for that to come in, but this will definitely get read this month. So I believe this one is about 2 friends who are in the video game industry, and I believe they're just friends, but I think there could be like a little bit of a romance or a love story, but I don't think it ever happens. I don't know. I'm kind of going into this one completely blind. Next is Ready or Not by Kara Bastone, and this one I'm really excited about because like look how pretty this cover is. Like it's stunning for spring, the month of April. But I think this one is a romance that has like an unexpected pregnancy. Yeah, a surprise pregnancy leads to even more life-changing revelations in the heartfelt slow burn friends to lover romance. I'm not sure how I feel about the slow burn, but I've seen some really good 5-star reviews. I don't know, I haven't read a surprise pregnancy trope in romance, but I'm kind of excited to read this one, so hopefully I'll get to it. Next, I have had this one on my shelf for a few months, but it is My Darling Girl by Jennifer McMahon. This one, I believe, is her newest one. It says Allison has a picture-perfect family in a small town, Vermont, with her husband, Mark, and their 2 daughters, the rebellious teenage Izzy and the precarious elementary schooler, Olivia. Everyone is busy putting their holiday decorations around the house when Allison gets the call. Mavis, her estranged mother, has been diagnosed with cancer and only has weeks to live. She wants to spend her remaining days with her daughter, son-in-law, and 2 granddaughters. Allison grew up with her mother's alcoholism and a violent abuse, and has little desire to relive those traumatic memories, but she reluctantly agrees to Mavis's last request, hoping they both might be able to heal and have the relationship she's always dreamed of. But when mysterious and increasingly terrifying things start to happen upon Mavis's arrival, Allison begins to wonder if something far more sinister is at play. And as her mother's final days spiral into a nightmare, she must decide just how far she's willing to go to protect her family. So, sounds really good. I think this is classified as like horror. So look at me branching out. Love it. The next one is Bye Baby by Corolla Lovering, and I've always really enjoyed the other books I've read by this author, and also like this hot pink. I don't know what it is, but it's working. I definitely want to go into this one blind, but I think this one has to do with like 2 best friends that kind of live in the same apartment complex, and she wakes up to the sound of screaming. Her best friend has like screaming that her baby's missing and all this other stuff, and then she wakes up to find out like she may have taken the baby like in her sleep or something. I don't know, but it sounds really good. I definitely want to go into this one blind. And then the last book you will not believe, because this is definitely outside my comfort zone, but it is The Wishing Game by Meg Schaefer. I watched Jordan from Sorry Book Solid talk about this book and how she was raving about it, and it just sounds like the quote fantasy that I would like, but we'll see. I think this one also has like a game element. I've also heard like it talk about like books combined with like Willy Wonka. So I don't know. I'm very excited to read this one. It sounds very sweet and wholesome, and it's got stars on the back. Like, look how cute that is. All right, so now let's talk about the NetGalley arcs I want to get to. I have 7 on this little wheel, but I would like to at least get to 4 of them if I can. So let's see which books I'm going to read, and we'll talk about those. So, spinning the wheel. Ooh, Incidents Around the House. I think this is by Josh Mallerman, so I'll have the cover up here. So let's see what this one is about. This says a chilling horror novel about a haunting told from the perspective of a young girl whose troubled family is targeted by an entity she calls Other Mommy. To 8-year-old Bella, her family is her world. There's Mommy, Dado, and Grandma Ruth, but there's also Other Mommy, an entity who asks her, "Can I go inside your heart?" When horrifying incidences around the house signal that Other Mommy is growing tired of asking Bella the same question over and over, Bella understands that unless she says yes, soon her family must pay. Okay, so that was the first book. I want to pick 5. I feel like because I have a lot going on in April, I'm not going to be able to get to all these books, but I'm going to try. So that was book 1. Ooh, I'm actually really excited about this one. This is my newest one. It says, If Something Happens to Me. This is by Alex Finley. So yeah, this is the newest one that comes out. This one comes out on May 28th. This one says, for the past 5 years, Ryan Richardson has relived that terrible night, the car door ripping open, the crushing blow to the head, the hands yanking him from the vehicle, his girlfriend Allie's piercing scream as she is taken. With no trace of Allie or the car, the cloud of suspicion hangs over Ryan. With no proof and a good lawyer, he's never charged, though that doesn't matter to the podcasters and their internet trolls. Now Ryan has changed his last name and entered law school. He's put his past behind him until on a summer trip abroad to Italy with his law school classmates, Ryan gets a call from his father. Allie's car has been finally found, submerged in a lake in his hometown. Inside are 2 dead men and a cryptic note with 5 words written on an envelope in Allie's handwriting. If something happens to me. So yeah, this one just sounds really good. It sounds like it's going to be a little bit different for me, but I'm actually really excited to read this one. Okay, 3 more. Let's go. We've already picked that one. Ooh, Kill for Me, Kill for You. Okay, let me go get the book. Okay, so I actually have the physical ARC as well as the NetGalley ARC. I don't understand why the publishers gave me both, but I'm not complaining. So yeah, this one I was actually going to read possibly for the month of March, but I never got around to it. So yeah, Atria, so sorry I never got to it. But I'm very excited because now I have to read it, and this was actually on sale March 19th. This one says, one dark evening on the New York City's Upper West Side, two strangers meet by chance over drinks. Amanda and Wendy realize they have much in common, especially loneliness and an intense desire for revenge against the men who destroyed their families. As they talk into the night, they come up with the perfect plan. If you kill for me, I'll kill for you. In another part of the city, Ruth is home alone with the beautiful brownstone she shares with her husband Scott, which becomes invaded. She's attacked by a man with piercing blue eyes who disappears into the night. Will she ever be able to feel safe while the blue-eyed stranger is out there? So, psychological thriller, super excited. I'm glad I have a physical copy as well as a NetGalley copy, so very excited for this one as well. All right, two more. What are we going to get? Okay, I'm very excited for this one, so let me go find it. Before I start, let me explain. I get an email from the publisher that says like, hey, we think you'll be really interested in this book. You should email us and let us know if you're interested. Dear publishing company, I'm very interested in this book. I would love a physical copy. Dear Jessie, unfortunately, we're not able to give you an ARC copy, but please make sure you check it out once it's released. Okay, so then I go on NetGalley. I request it from NetGalley. I get approved from NetGalley. And then 2 or 3 weeks later, this just shows up in my mailbox. So I swear I didn't plan it. They told me no. I didn't push for a physical. So, but I'm very excited about this one because I think this one has like the Oriental Express vibes. This one says, reclusive, mysterious author Genevieve X is famous for her unusual approach to crafting her big best-selling thrillers. She hires real people, conducts intense interviews, and then fictionalizes them. Her latest main character, Rory, is thrilled when Genevieve presents her with an extravagant bonus, a lavish trip along Italy's Mediterranean coast on the famed, newly renovated Orient Express. But when Rory boards the train, she's stunned to discover that her brother, her best friend, and her ex-fiance are passengers as well, all invited by Genevieve, all hiding secrets. So that's all I want to know going into this one. It just sounds really good. This one goes on sale on May 21st, so make sure you pick up a copy. All right, so I went ahead and took all the books that were already on, that were already selected. So let's go ahead and pick our last one. Ooh, that's the one I wanted. I'm so excited. This is Mistakes We Never Made by Hannah Brown. This one goes on sale May 7th, and I'm so excited because this is like a coastal road trip romance. I'm so excited. An epic coastal road trip gives two lifelong rivals a second chance at love in the debut novel from The Bachelorettes. Two former debate team champions who almost fell in love years ago are now stuck together on one wild wedding weekend. When bridesmaid Emma first sees groomsman Finn, she's reminded of all the mistakes that she almost made with him. The date, the party, the kiss, that one night on the rooftop in New York. Each ended in heartbreak, and she would have been happy to never see Finn again. But when the bride runs away and both Emma and Finn are tasked with bringing her home in time to walk down the aisle, they end up on a whirlwind road trip down memory lane. And they might just fall in love along the way. This one also says it's perfect for fans of Emily Henry, which you know. So I'm very excited this got picked. All right, guys, that is this chaotic April TBR video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. So I hope you guys are excited for the Sleep I'm Dead pick. I hope you're excited for like book of the month picks and the NetGalley picks, as well as maybe listen to the live with us for Paw Print Pals. And yeah, again, if you would like to join Paw Print Pals, make sure you hit that join button down below. Again, gives you early access to all my videos, exclusive content, daily updates, and things like that. But you can also support me by hitting the subscribe button. That really does help support my channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore.